Hello, my friend. In this video, we're discussing why company culture is the sum of your daily actions. The clip is from an interview we did with Mike Figliuolo, the author of One Piece of Paper, Lead Inside the Box, and The Elegant Pitch. This is Business Leadership Today. I'm your host, Matt Tenney.
Yeah, your people are watching you all the time, even when you think they're not. They are. And the word is getting around. So people who aren't even watching you firsthand are watching you second, third, and fourth hand, right? And those behaviors are the ones that they're going to adopt. They're the ones that are okay. I mean, I don't know if you have kids, but go ahead and swear in front of a toddler and see what happens. And that's the culture that you have. Or say thank you in front of a toddler and say it all the time and watch what happens. It's those little daily actions that are going to drive the behaviors of everyone around you, above and below and sideways, because they're seeing and picking up on this is what is or is not acceptable in the organization, right? And the most pointed reminder I ever got of this concept was I was walking in the office at Scott's Miracle Grow one day, and you can imagine what their lawn and their gardens look like, right? I mean, like amazing, just phenomenal. And it's a farmer kind of culture, right? We get in the office really, really early, farmer mindset, agrarian kind of thing. And I was walking in the office through the garden, and there was a soda can sitting on the ground next to the trash can. I reached down and picked it up, threw it in the trash, went about my day. And that afternoon, an individual from like a totally different business unit came by my office and they knocked on my door. And I knew who they were, but I had never really interacted with them. And they said, "Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." They said, "I saw what you did this morning." And all of a sudden my brain starts racing, like what I do, like paranoid, like I didn't speed, I didn't curse at anybody. Like, like, what do you mean you saw what I did? He said, "When you were walking in the building, I saw you stopped and picked up that soda can and threw it in the trash." And I'm like, "What?" "Oh, yeah, that." He said, "You really care about this place, don't you?" I said, "Yeah, I do. I'm proud to work here." He's like, "That's kind of cool." And he just left. That's it. I don't know who he talked to. I don't know if he talked to anybody. I don't know if he told that story. But that one small action when nobody is looking, somebody saw it, right? Somebody was looking. And that registers for them when you're, a manager, director, vice president, SVP, doesn't matter what your title is, if you're a formal or informal leader, those behaviors are being watched. And that's how culture gets built. Right? It's the sum of those daily actions that lead to the culture that you have. Now you got to ask, is that the culture that you want? Because it takes a really long time to shift it.
So if you were to think of one daily action that's would be appropriate for any leader as a key part of this, building a culture through our own actions, our own daily actions, what's the first one that comes to mind for you?
You sit down and talk to somebody on your team, and not superficially, not about work topics like how's the project going, where are we on milestones or budget or whatever. You sit down and you just talk to somebody about what's going on in their life, and not like a creepy way, right? Like just how are you? And they'll give you, "I'm good." No, seriously, how are you? What's going on? Is the work you're doing okay? Is it exciting? Or the things that are frustrating you here? Anything going on outside of work that I should know about? Things that you're excited about, things that you're not. And just sit down and spend 5 minutes talking to somebody, genuinely talking to them. Put away the phone, okay? Get away from the monitor, just a hallway conversation or grab coffee. Just talk to somebody on your team every single day. You will be blown away, first, by the things that you learn. Second, by the impact it has. Oh my gosh, they actually sat down and talked with me and genuinely cared about what's going on in my life. Gee, I think I should probably care about what I do here in the organization. I mean, that's the implied calculus that they go through without even realizing it. But you're doing it because it's right. I hope you're leading because you actually care about people. So go ahead and demonstrate that every day. Everybody listening to this can do that tomorrow. Like, just sit down and talk to somebody. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Now, what if, I think an obstacle that many people are going to think of right away is like, yeah, I could do that, but it seems like there's competing priorities. So what would your suggestion be to make sure that this becomes a daily action with at least one team member, and not just something that we say, yeah, I really want to do that. Yeah, I know I should, but it just never happens. What's your advice for closing that gap?
Tell me a higher competing priority than taking care of your team who actually executes the work in your organization. Name one, other than safety. Okay, safety. But name one. There isn't. What are you going to go do? Email? You're going to look at a cat video on YouTube. That's what you're going to do. You're going to do email, and you're not going to respond to any of them, or you're going to do some expense reporting or whatever, right? You're going to waste that time. So why not just put in focus time? Make it part of your routine every single day. Go to the coffee machine, right? If you're in the office, go to the coffee machine and hang out and talk to the first person who comes by. Or have lunch with somebody, or do at least one lap. Right? You know, I always say that the less work you do, the more work gets done. And what I mean by that is we have this concept of work of I'm sitting in front of a monitor, pecking away at the keys, writing an email, doing a presentation. That's work. No, it's not. The less of that you do, the more of your work as a leader gets done, because you're freeing up the time to go have those conversations. And look, yeah, remote world, it's terrible. Like, oh, Zoom, and I hate it. Okay, pick up the phone. You don't even have to be on camera. Pick up the phone and just be like, hey, Matt, how's it going? Good. What's going on? Nothing. I actually just wanted to talk. I just wanted to check in, see how you are, see how things are going, see if there's anything I can be helpful with. Yeah, I have this project that's going. No, Matt, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the budget. I'm not talking about Matt. How is Matt doing? And at first it's going to feel weird. And Matt's going to go, okay, what is going on? Does the boss have like some terminal disease? Like it's going to be weird at first. But the more you do it and the more genuine you are about it, the easier it is for you, the more comfortable it is, and the more your team is going to open up and appreciate it. And then it becomes part of the routine.
We hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful and valuable. If you did, please take a second to hit that like button so the video can help other people too. And please be sure to subscribe and opt in for notifications so you don't miss any of our new videos. If you'd like to listen to the entire 30-minute conversation that this clip was taken from, please visit Business Leadership Today. The link is in the description below. Until next time, I wish you great success building a world-class organization that makes a positive impact in the lives of employees and in our world.